I don't know what to do. That's annoying!
Looks terrible.
We're hiding these. Ow! What is going on here?
This is a joke.
Where's the dish? This should be really obvious. Oh dear, oh dear.
Hello, boys.
Hi, Janice.
Hi, Janice.
Today you must create an outstanding 2-course lunch. You have 60 minutes to complete the challenge and you'll each have 2 goes of 10 minutes.
No, wait, I'm doing the maths on
1,
that.
2, 3,
4.
Where were you? James isn't here.
Yeah, but 60 minutes, 20 minutes each.
No, it's because James isn't here.
What? I'm confused.
Go on, Janice, put them out of their misery.
Today will be a normals only challenge. Ben will be watching and reacting live from the chef cam area, and at the end of the challenge, he will decide if any of you are worthy of the basic multitasking skills badge.
Why are you suddenly a pair?
We had a chat and we thought this was a good idea.
Mike, you're up first. Good luck.
I hate going first.
We can do this. We can finally show that the chefs have been holding us back all this time.
This is the positivity I want.
Okay.
He started strong. Wine.
We tested this in a recent video. Baz wondered whether it would make good dauphinoise potatoes. Let's find out. So, I've essentially going to get some crushed garlic. I've got tons of potatoes. I want to get a pan on the heat with some double cream. And it's going to infuse crushed garlic and some thyme.
So today I'm kind of looking for multitasking. So always thinking past, present and future. Mike's thinking ahead about his cream infusion, but he's not thinking past. The remainder of that cream just on the back bench. Should have gone back in the fridge. Wouldn't have taken any longer to do so.
Right, I need to slice some potatoes. It's not bad, it's going to be a rustic dish.
Although we are talking about a Sunday roast, we only actually require 1 plate of one course and 1 plate of another. That is a huge, huge dish.
Gonna whack a splash of white wine into this cream. Sometimes you're supposed to put milk in it to sort of thin it out. Why use milk when you can use white wine?
Because white wine is acidic, and what you do when you add it to cream is it has the risk of curdling it.
Hey, this is good multitasking, isn't it? Isn't it, Ebbers? Because I'm doing the potatoes and doing this, and I'm thinking about what we could do for a second course, and I don't know what that is. What I'm hoping is that this gives the guys a really good basis to work off. This is quite obvious what this is going to be. These are really thin, so I'm hoping that we might get away with cooking this for 50 minutes, because normally it should take like an hour and 15.
You want dauphinoise to be this thick. It's got to be a smaller dish.
Second course, what could that be? Do you know what? There's some lovely scallops there, which I'm thinking if we have a complete and utter meltdown, scallops are quick and easy to do something with.
This is tricky because I'm supposed to be judging multitasking rather than technique. This technique is not great. You should be seasoning between each layer, and you want lots of layers, especially when it's that thin.
Oven is preheated at 180, 50 minutes. Oh no, I need a sieve! Ah, there's a sieve. Oh man, I was doing so well. 30 seconds, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Okay, into the oven. Well, it started with a panic and it ended with a panic, but that's very Mike. Jamie!
Right, where are we at? Oven. So we've got a potato dish. Excellent. Let's clear this down quickly whilst we have a think.
This is multitasking.
I'm deciding to go for dessert. That's because all of the meats that are over there, I think, could be cooked in a lot shorter time. So I'm going to get on with something that we can do, get into the oven and just leave alone. Like a bread and butter pudding, but hot cross buns.
This could be excellent.
300. Do I have cream before I start this? Well done, Mike. You've used the cream. Oh, this was going so well until it wasn't. You don't need cream for custard. You can just do it with milk.
You can then either thicken it with corn flour, or you'll need more egg yolk to thicken whole milk.
10 minutes isn't that long, is it? Ah, it's all right.
In a multitasking challenge, I think he began very well with cleaning while he was thinking. But in 8 minutes, all he's done is heat up some milk.
Well, we're going to have sweetened cream and we're going to whisk that into our eggs, whereas usually you'd have milk and cream, and then you'd whisk that into eggs, which you've already mixed with sugar. It'll be fine.
Not great for creme anglaise. He'll get away with it in this recipe.
So we'll put bases in here.
I'd use a smaller dish.
Don't leave it in a mess, don't leave it in a mess, don't leave it in a mess. Well, oh, that's still heating up. Barry!
Let's go. What have we got here? Someone's making something from desserts and duvets. He's making a banana sandwich. Okay, so Jamie's making a banana sandwich with some cream warming up. That's really made me chuckle. In the oven is, what is that? So that's, I think that's meant to be dauphinoise, but it's, I don't know what that is now.
Barry's noticed what we were all thinking, which is it's not thick enough for dauphinoise.
You've got a shit. Oh, hell.
Multitasking is about awareness of what's going on.
Okay, right. This is not a fair reflection on me. I've just walked in the kitchen. Oh my! Now I've got to clean up.
This is difficult for Barry because this hasn't got sugar in it.
You know, that's not how you make custard, Jamie. Why is that milk sweet? Custard, egg yolks and sugar in there. You don't sweeten the milk.
Barry's right. It has confused him. Multitasking is about problem solving, thinking ahead and avoiding problems.
He's hoping to make some sort of bread and butter pudding with that. That's now bubbling. If I put that in there, that's just going to make the loosest custard you've ever imagined. Do we have any corn flour? Because I've got to do something to save this, to create some thickness to it. This is tricky. My thinking is, first of all, some corn flour in with the eggs.
I think what's confusing him is he's trying to make a creme anglaise or a custard to serve at the end for bread and butter pudding. It's supposed to be wet. It soaks into the bread and then it cooks out in the oven.
Mix this cream into here. This isn't custard. It's going to have to be a version of, right. Right, I'm going to have to get rid of the rest of that because that's just ridiculous. It's just not going to be custard. I'm going to make a banana custard instead. So while that's thickening up again, I'm just going to mash a load of bananas, add that to the custard so it's thicker, it's richer, it's sweeter. Okay, so banana is now going in here. So I'm just tearing this up, and what I'm not going to do is do a mic and use the wrong pan. So I'd like a smaller pot.
That right there is problem solving. He was right that it wasn't going to be great in that big dish.
Bit of custard on the bottom, and I might get this out as well now. Okay, well, I think Mike's going to check if that's done or not, if he's happy with that. Let's get some chocolate. They're going to think that's scrambled, but that is just banana. And finish it off, back in the oven. Oh, I'm not sure that could have gone worse. But I still have a second chance to redeem myself. Mike!
Okay, wow, there's some smells. There's some smells. Oh no, it didn't work, did it? Damn. I was hoping that it would cook in time and then we could like slice it and then stack it, but this is not good. That's my fault.
Look at the carnage he's walked into. Good multitasking would be instinctively putting stuff away while you're thinking about what's coming next.
I'm just gonna, oh no, it's really got bad, damn it. And it's really crisped up. Oh, this is terrible. It's kind of what I was expecting. And that's really embarrassing. But I thought maybe we could just stack these on top of each other and serve it.
It was in the oven for 20 minutes, so there is a chance the potatoes cut that thin and 2 layers, they may be cooked.
What is this? I don't know how long that bakes for. Literally no idea. Oh no, we really need a chef. What do? Do we just soak this in this and put it? Yes, it's gone in. I mean, there's some really nice stuff on the table. We've got 2 very stodgy things.
I'm hoping he's going to pick up a protein and 2 vegetable sides. And in multitasking, he's going to try and tackle all 3.
Chicken. Oh, we always do chicken. That's just so boring. We're doing salmon. I'm bringing salmon to the front. I'm just going to stack it. This is the terrible, terrible plan I had.
This is a task that could happen while something else, this or vegetables, are cooking. That would be multitasking.
So bad. There we go. Look at that. What could go with that? Sauteed cabbage is so boring, but let's do something with that.
I'm very happy with boring, especially if it's cooked and seasoned well. In a challenge where you're up against time and you've got communication issues, I think it's better to keep it simple. Cabbage is a good idea.
Couple of pans. I'm just going to heat those up for the boys. I've done nothing, but I'm going to get some butter in that.
Now he's multitasking. He's thinking about salmon. He's preheating pans. He's getting an acidity to go with some butter, sauteed cabbage. Suddenly, he's now multitasking.
Going to chop some rhubarb as well. Get that into a pan. Need a splash of water and some sugar. Just going to heat that up, stew it down, and hopefully it'll be nice and steamed and cooked. Now, I need to take that, which I'm wholly responsible for, into consideration when rating myself. So it's a 1 for me.
The absolute F is that smell!
Smell is beginning to waft in here now.
I'll tell you what, that's not exactly the way I thought it would go, but those puddings look like they're cooking. That's great. We don't have a main course.
And they have 20 minutes remaining.
This butter is all melted. What's going to go in there? Cabbage. We can do that. We can do the cabbage, salmon, Dauphinoise potatoes and cabbage. Let's get the cabbage in there whilst I think. Multitask. Ebbers, you're welcome. What are we making? Is the rhubarb for the pudding? But the pudding's already made. They're in individual things. My head hurts and I've only just got here. This is already weird. So, it could always get weirder. Let's do some scallops. Who knows how to cook scallops? Not me, not me. Scallops, scallops, scallops. Very, very last minute. So that's absolutely fine. So Baz can do those. Barry has to plate up. Let's get Barry a plate.
The plate at this point is a little irrelevant.
Gotta be honest with you, we f***ed this.
It's all right, he's going to put the rhubarb through a colander.
Can I go home now? I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like it. That needs to just come off the heat because I don't know what that's doing. Let's be useful here. Here we go. He's got some Dauphinoise served up. Helped Barry out already. You're welcome.
Is he whisking cabbage?
Multitasking. How long have the bread and butter puddings been in? I don't know. This is ridiculous. Hello.
That looks great.
If I put them there, Barry will know that they have to go in there because I don't have time to start them. I'll just get rid of everything else that might cause confusion. This has been an actual disaster. I feel like the stuff that I started, which was the hot cross bun puddings, have actually turned out looking quite nicely. So I'm going to score myself a 4 and see how that compares to the other guys. Barry!
Right, it can't be worse than my first go. They look okay.
They look more than okay.
Whoa, okay, let's just take things off the heat because these things are going to burn.
Quite sensible to avoid panic. He's stopped everything so that he can think. I'm not sure that's multitasking.
Dauphinoise potato, cabbage, burnt cabbage. Rhubarb, is it sweetened? Is it savoury? Well, it's hard. Okay. Janice, this is serious. Can you get me a blowtorch and a smoking machine, please? Okay, the scallops are going in. I need citrus.
The multitasking is now happening in his head. He must be thinking of many things at a time because he's obviously got a vision and now he's very focused.
So focused, in fact, that Barry stops talking entirely. Barry? Barry? Barry! What a little...
Interesting.
Barry spoons the bread and butter pudding out of the dish onto a plate, whilst continuing to be a petulant little... Although he knows we're making a video here, Barry's dicketry continues as he refuses to explain anything that he's doing.
In a multitasking badge, Barry is now doing lots of things. There's lots of things going on in his head, but he's refusing to talk to any of us. He can't multitask talking and thinking. Plum and citrus going onto his bread and butter pudding. One thing he is aware of what's going on. He's going back to turn the scallops. He's thinking about dessert. He's looking around a lot. He's tasting things. Yes, rhubarb on the main course. I like it.
The scallops come out of the butter and onto the bed of cabbage and rhubarb.
Smoker.
Oh, you can right off.
Janice, apple chips and a lighter, please.
That is a lot of self-assuredness coming from someone who's just overcooked scallops.
Caramelising the natural sugars in the citrus.
I think we're done. 10 out of 10.
I've got some notes to make. Go on then, Barry.
You ready?
No.
3, 2, 1.
The puzzled look over here is interesting.
I'm actually pleasantly surprised because the 20 minutes that I was involved in were carnage. Right, let's tuck in. Ebbers, we're only going to hear your thoughts.
Everything on it has a place and does a job, and it works. But with buttered, seasoned elements throughout, a slight garlicky timeness from the potato thing, which I don't think we'll call dauphinoise, but it is delicious.
It's a lasagna. It's a potato lasagna, mate.
It's actually very delicious.
How did that happen?
There are elements that could definitely do with improving, like a couple of minutes less cooking of the scallops, a little less burning of the cabbage. Considering no thought went into the dish, it is a well thought out dish. Should we try dessert?
Yes.
Cheers.
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 There was a moment in time when that was heading to be an absolutely stonking dish. What we've ended up with is vanilla and banana and simnel spice and dried fruit and blood orange and plum and lime zest and banana. And there is so much going on that they fight each other, especially against the chocolate.
I like it.
So as a challenge, not brilliant in terms of method or process, but possibly passing by the scraping of your teeth on the basis that first dish actually tasted really good and the second one wasn't far off. In regards to how you scored yourself, Mike, you gave yourself 1 out of 10. Jamie, you gave yourself 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Barry, you gave yourself 10 out of 10.
Oh! What?
So, just the one badge for me today then.
No badges today, but tell me if I'm wrong, please, in the comments. What do you think? Carnage, chaos, or actually, am I being unfair? And were they multitasking?
That was not our finest hour.
Speak for yourself.
Like the video, and if it gets substantial likes, we'll do it again. Put James in the hot seat, see what he has to say.
He'll murder us! Well, there'll be a murder.
Our new cookbook, The Ultimate Cooking Battles Normals Edition, features 57 show-stopping, jaw-dropping, gauntlet-laying dishes that'll impress even the most tyrannical of judges. And they're written specifically for normals like you and me. So there's a range of easier dishes right up to colossal yet still achievable project cooks. We're running a limited pre-sale right now, so Sauteed members, you can guarantee yourselves a copy. If you aren't a member, you can sign up for free and then guarantee yourselves a copy. Find out everything in the description box below.
Right, how are we going to do this? Are you going to test this?
So-
Oh, he's got...
Oh, no! You little dweeb!